Stop! Police!
Oh, shit.
We have Hotel 600 in progress for Hermosa Beach. Subject is 25 and appears to have shit his pants.
Get back here!
Hey everybody, welcome to Community Service Podcast. I'm fresh off the 4th of July and you're going to hear all about it. But first, let me plug some dates, baby. OKC, Oklahoma City, July 14th through the 17th. And then we got El Paso, Texas, July 22nd through the 25th. Come get some of these jokes, baby. Then I'll be in Los Angeles for a little while, taking a little break.
I know how to moisturize. That's we don't give it.
Sounds like I'm bombing. I'll show you the clip after. This guy sends me 2 clips and I'm like embarrassed of both of them. I'm just like, I know I said those things, but like you're supposed to make me look good. Are we rolling?
Yeah, now we are.
Yeah, just keep it all.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's how we do it. You know we don't have no professional starter kits in here. Starter kits. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I started recording my sets to churn up clips, and this guy sends me a couple clips, and I don't look so good in them. And like I just said, it's like, hey, man, I can't kill for 50 straight minutes. But, you know, I do kill at some parts. Let's do some of that. I was like, is there laughter in this? I'm just bombing. I can't. Hey, go to my show. Watch this clip of me bomb. What I'm saying is funny when nobody's laughing.
It sounds like, is that crowd work or is that...
Yeah, it was like riffing and crowd work.
Yeah.
But it felt like it was going a lot better up there. And then I hear the audio of the laughter. I was like, oh, I have work to do. Oh, my God. Comedy is so hard. You guys, stand-up is fucking hard. I look at these guys like Joe Coy, how they just churn out new material and murder at that level that they're murdering out. I will say this, though. Every show he does is sold out, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Not that he hasn't earned the right and he's a gangster and I'm naming him for a reason. It's like it's a lot easier. It's an easier show, a sold-out Fanatic show. Then, you know, Magooby's on a Tuesday with a thunderstorm competing with the 38 people there. It's different. It's harder. And Magooby's. But Joe Coy did Magooby. He did what I've been doing for years. And I'm like, how'd you do it? I can't take this another year. Everything has happened on this tour. Absolutely amazing things. And not so amazing. Anyways, keep it positive. Keep it positive. And if you can't, just do drugs. No, don't do that. Anyhow, yesterday was 4th of July. And the day before that was the 3rd of July, in case you were wondering how mathematics work. Boy, I'm silly already. Anyhow, I had quite a bit of empty boxes of fireworks, is what we're going to call them. And I'm nuts. I think the last couple of days, I was like, you're nuts, Craig. You're fucking nuts. You're selling fireworks out the trunk of your car at comedy shows. What the fuck are you doing, man? This is a bad look. This is a bad look. I said, this is the last year I'm ever doing empty boxes. These are jokes, government. And I did my homie Monarch show. It's in Hollywood at the Whitley. And I cold opened that shit. That shit was hard because it was the first show. It's outdoors, so the sun's out. I was like, damn, this shit's hard. And anyways, did okay. I did good considering. I did bad. Let's be honest. But it was a good bad. It was rough. It was a hard crowd. It's hard to tell dick jokes in the daytime when people are sitting down ordering their drinks cold open. Haven't done that in a while. It's much harder. I like a warm open. Anyhow, I am in the parking lot, and then like the parking lot dude, I was like, hey, you need some fireworks? He's eating his lunch. Like, nah, dude. Then the bouncer, I was like, you need some fireworks? He's like, yeah, but I ain't got money for that, but I want them. And I was like, look at this. He's like, oh. I was like, it's all right. I'll give you one Roman candle. And then these other dudes, I don't know what they're doing. They seemed a little shifty, but I was like, hey, you want some fireworks? They're like, yeah. And then I opened my trunk, and they're like, oh, and they knew what's up. They knew everything I had. They knew switched the brand. I went from Excalibur mortars to Chrome at Red Apple, and I never thought I would say this in my life, but the Chrome ones are better. Oh my God, they were crazy. They're crazy. I got a couple left. Anyways, the dude was like, oh, I don't have any money, and my phone just died. And then he's like, and then I saw he had a pocket knife. I was like, what kind of knife you got? And he whipped his out, and I whipped mine out. And I had an Arizona firefighter Berg blades. I call them Berge for years. I don't know why. Berg. He's not French. It's not Berge blades in Arizona. Anyways, I showed him mine. He showed me his. And he's like, he had a Microtech and a Medford. And he's like, I'll give you this Medford pocket knife for some fireworks. And I was hesitant because I was like, man, I'm trying to recoup here, you know? And and then he's like, it's $350 knife. And I was like, what? And then I looked it up on Instagram, and it's actually a $450 knife. It's crazy. Look at this thing.
Yeah.
It's a bear hunter. Yeah. I don't hunt bears. But I cut carrots. And then he gave it to me, and I was just like, oh my God, this is awesome. He's like, that'll pry a door open. I was like, I know. I need to dust your fingerprints off this. I need a sage. I have to sage this knife. I gotta keep it happy. I didn't know that man that well, you know. He's taking knives of strangers in the parking lot for fireworks. That's when I was like, you're nuts. You're fucking nuts. What are you doing, man? You're past this. Am I though? Am I?
If there was ever something you were going to trade fireworks for, it would be a knife, right?
That's why I was like, God, did you send this to me? Is this like that one movie with Kevin Bacon when he gets his little third eye opened up and he sees the, remember? And the
Stir of Echoes?
Stir of Echoes. When the guy, he tells his mom to like take a pocket knife that ends up saving her life. Remember? Towards the end, if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, it came out 22 years ago. That's your fucking fault. Anyways, this kid's psychic, and he's like, here, Mom, take this. And it was a pocket knife. And then she goes, do you want to come with me? And she's like, no, I'll stay here. And then there was like a scuffle, and he saw the future, and he stayed home because one shot was fired, and it would have went through his bedroom bed and his pillow and killed him. And then the mom needed the knife to defend herself, and she did, and it like saved the day. It wasn't this size of a knife,
Yeah.
but it was a knife nonetheless. So I was like, okay, God, I could take a knife. I could take a knife, God. This is a beefcake. Want to catch? And then it gets worse. There's more. So I did the first spot. Oh no, I have a kids show tonight. Why do I say yes to everything?
A kid show.
I know why I said yes. It's the Hollywood Improv. They asked me to do these. They got these teen tour things, and I haven't done a spot in there in over a year. And it was the only. I said I'm only available Monday because I fly out tomorrow. So they were like, I got one, and I was like, oh no. It's like I got laundry to do, and it's a teen tour, meaning these rich kids, they got a deal with the improv, and they go to comedy shows. But I'm just like, I'm not a teen.
Yeah, what's teen, like 14?
It's like summer camps. They just like a field trip. It's awful. It's awful. I just want to go to see friends on the lineup and stuff. But then I was like, oh, you fly out in the morning for like another run. Just stay home. I can't stop, won't stop. I need I need Adderall. No, I don't. It's a joke. It's jokes, everybody. I'm just saying I could use a little energy.
Ginseng.
Ginseng. Give me the ginseng root, God. I'll go to Chinatown.
Is it a clean show?
I'm not going to be clean. I'm going to bring my illegal knife in the show and talk about fireworks. And these little fuckers are going to laugh or I'm going to bomb. That's what's going to happen. I'll tell you who's going to enjoy it. The comedian standing in the back going, oh my God. This guy's a fucking lunatic. The ice always comes down and it hurts my teeth. Any dentists out there? It hasn't changed. Ouch. Got any Sensodyne sponsors? Sensodyne. So I have that tonight. Anyways, I got off track a little bit there. Cut to the next show. This is Saturday night, 3rd of July. I do my homie Rene Caca show. I call him Rene Caca because I'm constantly mad at him. Caca. That's right. You don't even get your real name, fool. No, he's very funny. He's my buddy. I love him. I'm always mad at him because I love him and I just see some behaviors that I had. Anyways, very funny, good dude. I go do his show, and I'm slinging fireworks out the trunk of my car. It's hilarious, and it's going very well. And then his show is like, this was a rooftop show in the hood, and there's fireworks going off all around in the neighborhood behind the show, and then they got a taco guy, they got a weed guy, they got a mushroom guy. There's tables out. It's on display. This guy. And then I'm doing out the trunk of my car, and it's funny. So it's like a bazaar, you know. It's like a flea market. There was something else there too. Those tacos, weed guy, mushroom guy, firework guy. I swear to God, there was one more. I don't know. Regardless, good comedy show. Good comedy show. That audience was fucked up. Oh, and then the homie had the merch table next. So there was a t-shirt guy. There was everything guy. And then they were like, just because they had an extra table and it was like right there. And they're like, put it out on the table. And I was like, no, like it just changes it. It's just, and then like, it just made it weird. And then it was funny. I did it for the bit. But then I felt like and then like Chris Red pulled up in like a Cadillac Escalade with a driver and just gets out of his car. SNL Chris Red on sitcom. He's my buddy. I love him. He's so funny. He got a fucking Grammy, dude.
Nice.
For doing a song on SNL.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Anyways, he pulls up and I just have a table full of fireworks and I'm just like, that's when I was like, oh, this is a bad look. I was like, I'm over here making it headlining too. Not on that level yet, but I'm also have a table of illegal fireworks in the hood at a fucking comedy show. I was like, oh yeah, I just got the merch table. But he loves fireworks too, and he said I was very blessed this year, and I bought my family a couple G's worth of shit, and they're just gonna have a good time on the lake. But they're in like I believe it was Kentucky. It was a state where they're legal, and they get I got the boom boom still, huh? Anyways. I was just like, oh, dude, I'm not doing this again. I have that will be the last year I will ever do that. Maybe just a little bit. Anyways, I learned lessons. Like, just get a case of Roman candles, a couple cases of mortars, and a lot of sparklers. Sparklers are the best. They really are. Because, you know, my niece can hold it. My mom managed to burn herself with the sparkler. And I'm like, Tilly, how the fuck did you do that? Like, I gave you the safest one. And she just held it over her lap. So all the sparks landed on her thigh. And she, like, burnt a hole in the blanket. And I was like, yeah, Mom. Just move your arm. Oh, my God. Leave it up to my mother to burn herself with a sparkler. How's the little babies don't do it, but you do. You just hold it. It goes. That's it. And it's like weird heat too. Like you literally got to hold it over your skin for a while for it to burn. Like just the initial, if it falls on you, it doesn't burn, you know. If it's consistent, it does. So it's like it's like you go over a flame real quick. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
It's like you just hold it on your thigh? What did you do? Anyways, somehow that happened, and she burned a hole in the nice blanket and her thigh. I was like, I mean, all right. And it was very emotional because it was my Aunt Norma, my Uncle Gilbert's anniversary. But it was very good. It was a good release. We were worried we weren't going to go down there because we always go down there, you know. Just a death in the family changes things. And but it was to our surprise, everything was quite normal and happy, and it was very good. Not to our surprise, you know, you don't know how shit's gonna go with that stuff and grieving, but it was good. And and then I got a video. I got this epic video. I got to post it. I fucking was handing out Roman candles to my clan. And everyone, my mom, my aunt, like the little kids were all holding Roman candles and just shooting, you know. I don't know how many of us there were, like 20 of us. It was a small gathering. It was only one family. No, it was good, and we just lit shit off all night long. And another lesson I learned is there is such thing as too much fireworks. I never thought I would say that in my life. But when you start lighting them off in the daytime and you go to like midnight, and then your nephew's just like, I'm tired. Like, can we stop now? It's too much. Learned lessons. I'm a glutton. It's just I don't know why it just brings me utter joy. I don't know why I said utter joy like that. But that's why I was like, fuck it. I'm going to break bread. I don't care. I don't mind blowing money on shit, even though I blew money on it. It was so wise, you know. It was just like, get some back. I don't mind blowing shit up, literally, on burning money on stuff that I love. You know what I mean? Like, if you love the Dodgers and you want dugout seats and it's stupid expensive, but that'll just tickle your little soul and make your dick hard, then you fucking do that. You do that. You understand me? But I don't mean do it all the time to where you can't pay your fucking rent. There's a goddamn balance, okay? Pay your bills. You don't need food. Just get the home. Then get the Dodger tickets. And then, you know, go in some dumpsters. There's some good hot dogs in there. There's food under the chairs at the Dodger game. Save some cash. Eat that cold nacho soggy chip cheese. You don't think I've done that before? You don't think I drank sodas on the ground off Disneyland? Hey, Dad, you won't buy me a Coke? I'm resourceful, bitch. I'll drink my own. Oh, that's not Coke. What the? Oh, that's old hot orange juice. Sometimes it backfires. Sometimes you get some clumpy orange juice out your sister's room, and she's like, why would you drink that? Why wouldn't you throw that away? You bamboozled me, lady, girl, whatever, sister, literally. Yeah. So enjoy your life and spend money on shit because you can't take it with you. But, you know, take care of yourself. This. You know who you are. You got the new jeans, the new watch, and you got a roommate in your room. That was from Ari Mannis. I did shows with him, and he has this bit about that. And I didn't do it verbatim, but he inspired that. I gotta give him credit because it's true. We all know people like that. You can't drive a nice car and have a Gucci bag and have a roommate in your room. Once again, inspired by Ari Mannis. That's illegal. That's illegal, guys. Get the room, a lone room, not bunk beds. You're a grown man. All Ari was fun. I had a blast with Ari. I already talked about him enough. Oh, I forgot the best story with Ari Mannis. I've said this before, and I've said this a bunch too. What's funny about Ari, I fucking love him. He's one of my best buds. But every podcast we've done together, it seems like we're mortal enemies, and there's a vendetta against each other. But he is one of my favorites. Anyways, so he went on some of this last run with me, and we did the show at Star Dome in Hoover, Alabama. We're at the hotel, and we're hungry, and the only thing open is a what the fuck was it? They had Reese's Steak and Shake. They had peanut butter milkshakes. And we go, and it's like 11:15, closes at midnight, and it's drive-thru only. And we're on the road, and we don't have a car. And we're like, oh, no. And they're like, should we, like, walk up to the window? I'm like, I've tried so many times. They never do it. It was mostly shit-faced behavior because I didn't want to drive there. You know, this is the first sober time. Not 100%, but then we look up and I see a truck and I see a guy in it, and I was like, that looks like a guy that was at the show. But the show was like ended like an hour, and it was some time, so like the odds of them, it wasn't like the show ended because the show's here and the Steak and Shake's here. So like we took a while. We hung out, we rolled a joint, laughed, smoked it, and we're like, let's get some Steak and Shake. And then I see a truck, and I was like, that guy looks familiar. I think I sold him a hoodie. And then I look, I was like, hey. He's like, hey. And he was ordering. He was at the window. I was like, oh my God. I was like, hey, I'll give you money. Can you order me food? He's like, yeah. And then he's like, hang on, we have another order. And then we order, and I get chicken tenders in a peanut butter milkshake, Reese's. Oh my God, it was so good. and then we're just laughing. And there's a long old line, so he goes through, and we can't get in his car because it was like a truck, you know?
Yeah.
We'd have to hop in the back. And we're like, we'll wait for you at the end. And then we're just laughing because we're just waiting for drive-thru like a drug deal, you know? We're just standing on the grass, watching cars go by like, you got that milkshake? That's what me and Ari were just cracking jokes. Like, look at us. We're waiting for milkshakes and chicken tenders and a burger like fiends. And it was just so funny. And I took a little video of it, and I did like a little, so I was like, all right, just get this. So I was like, what's up? These people saved us. And for whatever reason, I just busted out like an accent, and I gotta stop doing that. It's like, I didn't even mean to, though. That's what no one understands. It just happens out of like nerves. And then I had these Alabama accent, and I was like, you don't talk like this. Why are you doing it? And I'm consciously aware of it happening, trying to stop it, but I can't for whatever reason. I don't understand it. Anyways, we got our milkshakes, and Ari is a funny motherfucker. Good job, Ari. You're a good dude. And then, oh yeah, back to the 4th of July. I'm over here. I have these strings of like 500 firecrackers, 200 long string. I wore it around my neck like a necklace. I got a video. I'll text you. You can edit it right here.
Oh, shit. Oh.
And then I wish someone filmed this. I'm literally telling my cousins about fireworks safety while wearing firecrackers around my neck like a fucking, like Rambo with bullets. And I'm serious. That's, as I'm doing it, I realize that I'm wearing this, and then I just call it out for what it is, and then we all laugh. But I was serious because I was like, look, fools, don't be shooting no shit at each other's face. You can lose an eye. Point it straight up, and we're good, you know? Don't point at the fucking houses. And I'm wearing firecracker necklaces, like, and if the bottle rocket falls in the bottle, run away. It's glass. It probably, you know, it's a little ball of crap. Little baby won't explode the glass, but it's a possibility. We should look into different bottles. Maybe. I hate plastic. And I also wanted to be clear on my last podcast. I went on a rant about corporations causing 70% of emissions, which I know a lot of the products they make, a lot of it we do need, maybe not. We don't know what type of inventions are suppressed with clean, free energy. Anyways, we need not get down into that. But what I meant, what I think I forgot to say is it's crazy that they are the bulk of the bullshit toxicity of our planet, and they pay little to no taxes. I don't remember if I mentioned that, but that's a key part of it. Like, because imagine if they do all this shit, but then they got charged for it, so then we could clean it up. Imagine that. Mm-hmm. And they just do tax loopholes, money manipulation shit that is way beyond my wildest. I don't even want to understand that world, but I know that they hardly pay taxes, which is crazy when the working man pays like half. Anyhow, keep it positive. Don't snap, glitch. That poor, it happens. We talked about it last pod. Don't break. Don't break. Go to the beach. Go to the lake, the river, anything pretty. Don't break. Put your dick in the soil. Touch the earth. Lay on the soil. And I just wanted to make that clear. Like, okay, you're going to run damage. Okay, you got to pay the piper. You can't run it into the ground and then not pay for it. It's insane to me. Ugh. Pay somebody to clean it up. They get away with murder. Crazy. Anyways. Oh no, the notes are done. Any questions? No, Chris? You sucker.
Sorry.
It's all right. I thought I gave you a shout out at the beginning of the pod. Didn't I say great to have you back?
On the previous one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because a couple comments said, Chris, you didn't say he's back. I was like, I thought I did. I was like, you could hear his voice. The spinal cord of the operation. Oh, man. Thank you.
So what's next for the tour?
Oh, yes. When this comes out, Oklahoma City. I rescheduled Little Rock. It was, so I don't know when that's happening again. But next up is Oklahoma City and then El Paso, Texas. And then I'm going to stay home for a little while. I needed to reset. I'm getting emaciated. And the road is hard.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm keeping it positive and it's fun and I'm grateful and blessed and all that shit. Good shit. But it's fucking hard, dude. Oh my God. Anyways, this shit's so hard. I get it now. I get it. Every big dog I hung out with, headliner dude, they're like, enjoy it now. It changes. They were right. They all were right. I didn't understand it. You pray for it. You get it. And then you're just like, gulp, gulp. Like, oh man. I thought I climbed the mountain. That ain't no mountain. That was a hill. There's the mountain. There's a bigger mountain over the hill. Yeah, you just keep climbing. You just go. Like, I just trimmed my nails. They grow back out. And then you get the. That was a cat. I hang out with cats too much. That was a cat joke. Remember that joke from High School High with John Lovitz when he's having sex with the teacher and he goes, "Are you a virgin?" And then she goes, "I'm over here." And then you just hear. They don't make movies like they used to. I saw that movie one time, but I was 13 years old. And you think that joke left my brain? No. I was like, John Lovitz, you're funny. You're funny.
That's like, what is it? Don't Be a Menace in South Central.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the most quotable movies.
Yeah.
Break yourself, fool. I said, do we have a problem? When he has the nuke, when they're loking up and they each pull out a bigger gun. Should I say, this Tech 9 with these shoes or this Uzi? I forgot exactly. And then He's like, I'll just wear these then. He chooses slippers. And when that fool knocks out his grandma and she grabs her jaw and she's like, you still hit like a bitch. Oh, man. Crazy Legs in the church, the breakdancing grandmothers. Dude, shout out to the Wayans brothers. Those motherfuckers, I grew up off those fools. I cannot, every movie they've ever made, back in the day, Keenan Ivory was the OG star, and then he stepped back to,
Yeah.
Judd Apatow, the shit. He went from the star to the producer, the writer, the director. He was just a genius, and he made In Living Color and I'm Gonna Get You Sucker and launched it. Just, that family is insane. Just the amount of talent. There's like 14 of them and 12 of them are famous.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you do that? How do you do that? They're so good. I'm a huge fan of all that shit. I watched the Wayans brothers. I still quote that. I remember 11 years old watching that shit after school. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five. And then then there was a long. This is how much I watched that show. They had a whole song, like a silly song like that, in the first like couple seasons, and then in the third or fourth season they changed it and they went like this, get that shit out of here, and they did a hip hop song. I believe it was A Tribe Called Quest, and they switched it. And then they got canceled out of nowhere, and no one told me shit, and I'm still mad at you, Warner Brothers. Why don't we bring that up, huh? Everyone's canceling. I want you to cancel Warner Brothers for not giving the Wayans brothers the goodbye that they deserved. Just unplugged it. They didn't even write them an ending, nothing. I was like, hey, I was following that storyline. Fucking Warner Brothers is race. I'm just kidding. I don't know. You can't say that. Maybe I work for them. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah, edit. The things that can bite you in the ass later. You said one word about us 4 years ago on your podcast, and some rat snitch bitch hater pulled it up for us conveniently when they saw you booked a Warner Brother movie. Celebrate humanity. Why am I looking at this? I did everything on it. There's nothing new on there. Hang on, back to Warner Brothers. A joke from the Wayans brothers was Sean and Marlon Wayans. And Marlon moved out. Marlon's the skinnier one, if you don't know. Sean's the sexier one. There's more muscle. Sorry, Marlon. I like you more. I like you more if that helps. And then Marlon moves out and he gets his own apartment, and he's kind of the fuck up on the show. And it's like a broke down, dilapidated kind of a shithole. And I probably have said this before on this podcast, but Sean comes over and he's like, "You want something to drink?" And then he fills up a cup of water and it's just brown. and then he goes, "You want some water?" He goes, "That looks like more like hot cocoa." And then Marlon tastes it. He goes, "Tastes more like hot caca." I heard that when I was 12, 13. It never left my brain. It's the funniest shit I ever saw. I was like, this is the best television I've ever seen in my life. It's, oh man. Remember the Jamie Foxx show right after that shit? Was I black in a past life? I don't know why, but all I watched was UPN, Mad TV, Wayans Brothers, all that shit. Sister, Parenthood, In the House with LL Cool J.
Oh, yeah.
This is just the Mexican shit. I don't know. That cracker ass shit didn't resonate with me. No, I watched all that shit. I just watched all TV, period, to be honest. Yeah. Raised by a television. Don't want to brag, guys. Just TV, that's all I watched. And I was like, oh no, I watched the George Carlin show with my father. That was short-lived, but it was a couple seasons. I remember watching that. I was like, this fool was badass.
Yeah, I should try to find that because it's crazy that he had a sitcom and it didn't last very long. I remember an episode or two, and I think it was funny.
I remember he got the judge to cuss to prove a point, and he beat the case. And I remember, yeah, fuck the law. The Norm Macdonald show, I watched that. I was a huge Norm fan. Oh my God. I mean, still am.
Like 3 shows, didn't he?
Yeah, I just remember his show was my favorite,
Yeah.
and it only got like 1 or 2 seasons. I can name the most obscure. Remember Two Guys, a Girl, in a Pizza Place?
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, before he
Yeah.
was Ryan Reynolds. I got 1 or 2 seasons. City Guys, all these. I watched I gave every sitcom a shot. All of them. I was just.
Did you ever watch Platypus Man?
I think
Richard
so.
Jenny?
I remember The Tick. Remember The Tick?
Yeah.
It's old school shit. I'm dating myself. What? It's a joke. Yep. Should have wrote more notes down. How long are we at, Cowboy?
35 minutes.
Okay. Well, it's only been a day or 2 since the lad pasta class. I don't know what happened. I need to smoke more weed. I think I need to smoke less weed.
So you just basically, if you go someplace where it's illegal, somebody will hand it to you at the end of the show anyway?
Yeah, and then I just sketch out about smuggling across state lines. I'm like, I don't know the laws in Kentucky, but it's in my pocket. And if I get pulled over, I go. That's why I keep it close. I'm like, I'll just swallow it. Good luck getting that green out of my turd, Fuzz. What you gonna do? You gonna go digging for fertilizer? Because that's all you're gonna get. That's all you're gonna get. And people don't listen to me. I already said this too, but I was just like, I just want a little bit of weed. And they bring 2 pounds of mushrooms. I was like, hey, guy, that's not what we're doing. What do you want me to do with that? Get that away from me. I have to fly home, you insane person. I know I'm nuts, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not that nuts. My limit is a merch table full of illegal fireworks. I have my boundaries, sir. Sir. These motherfuckers. They're so generous and I love it, but I'm just like, what? Like, what did you, what? Bringing you boxes of shit and you're just like, I have to fly home. I can't take this with me. Hey, I brought you this full-size statue of Michelangelo made out of marijuana. You want it? No, I do, but I don't. I can't. Is it fit in the carry-on and is it legal? Well, does it fit in this carry-on and will I go to prison if I take it with me? Oh, I will go to prison? No, thank you. No, thank you, good kind sir. All right, maybe just a little brick. Or just a little brick. Let's keister it. Sir, there appears to be a brick in your asshole. Oh, no. Organic. Oh my God, I forgot this story too. I may have told it in the past. I should have wore a hat. It's okay. I don't need no goddamn hat. It just keeps this. What was that? Audible listeners? This was a story. I hung out with my buddy Adam Mockett. I love him. Very funny, very great guy. And truly one of the best people I know. From out the gates. I'm just like, how'd you do it, Adam? I had to go to hell for about 12 years to come out decent. You just were decent. He was decent out the gates. I want to have a big old speech with my little cousins just because I see so much of myself in them. And I'm just like, you guys, you're in for a doozy. I just want to be like, okay, here's the lessons I learned later in life that I wished I learned early. Don't let me forget the Adam Mockett story. It's about NASCAR. This is on the train of thought. Lessons to my little cousins. or anyone really, just like any knuckleheads. And let me tell you, there's a lot of knuckleheads in this world. God don't love ugly, and if you don't believe in God, say whatever the fuck you gotta say. Don't be ugly. And you know what ugly is? It's that petty shit. It's not paying people back. It's borrowing money. That's the simplest shit that I could think of. It's stealing. It's having the last say. You know, just that little. You know when you're ugly, it snaps, and you're like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have said that. That was low blows. You know. And then that what you do in the dark comes out in the light. Yeah. You can hide it for so long, boys. That shit gets you. You can run, you can hide. There ain't no escaping it, man. And then, oh fuck, what was the other one? That what you do? Hang on, I had it. I should have just said it. My brain. Yeah, just all those cheesy sayings, just straight up. Oh, you gotta pay the piper. That goes with the other one. You're gonna pay the fucking piper. You think you're getting away with it, this, that, and then bam, something will come up, and you're like, how did that happen? Oh, I know how. I was a shithead. That's how. Oh, karma. I hope I'm done with you. I hope. You know, I've said this a bunch too. Do good things. When you do good things, you feel good. You do bad things, you feel bad. Yes, I know I've said it before, and a 4-year-old can say that, but it's the truth. That's some truth juice right there. Those are the lessons to the young knuckleheads on the world. And ease up on the sugar, guys. It's cancer. It's awful. Sugar is so bad. As I drink coffee with simple syrup. What is simple syrup, may you ask? Boiled down liquid sugar. You don't gotta wait. You don't have to wait for it to dissolve. It's just kata. It's just in your bloodstream. Yeah. I know it's hypocritical. A little bit of sugar. Like Mary Poppins said. Like that cracker said. This is so funny for me to call white people crackers. I'm sorry. Just a teaspoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Did I say any of that right?
You got everything right except that it's not just a spoon. Just a spoonful.
Just a spoonful?
Yeah.
Okay, Chris. Coming from a cracker. I missed. Oh God. I know it's in my act and it's in my body, but the difference between my white side and my brown side is the funniest shit on fucking planet Earth. It's so funny to me. I love it. I love having the polar opposites and how one dinner is stock options, retirement, golf, and the other dinner is when's homie getting out, you know, of prison. Not always, but you know, yeah. Oh, how's he doing? I don't know. He's got a phone in there. He had pizza. He seems to be doing all right. Not just that, but that's you know that. It's just different. It's just different. I truly love both sides, but you know, I'm gonna lie here. The Mexican side, a little bit more spicy, a little more entertainment on that side.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I don't love and enjoy the white parties too, but they're just different. There's no mariachis in carne asada. And let's just be real for a second. Mariachis and carne asada make everything better. You know they fucking do, man.
Yeah.
You hear a Mexican dude just yep, this, and you're just like, oh, it's a party.
Mm-hmm.
It's a party. That guy just put a jalapeno in his asshole, and we're about to shoot fire. Think I'm bullshitting. Go to Wilmington, California, not Wilmington, Delaware. I don't know about that one. I know about the barrio. Wilmington's fucking nuts, dude. I love it. Oh shit, how did I forget about that? I brought, this is how crazy Wilmington is. I brought them the most insane amount of fireworks to the party just to be a glutton, and I felt good. I gave my little cousins an assortment. I gave it to them for two reasons. I did it because I wanted to, and I love them, of course. And a bit of selfishness where I'm like, don't you fucking touch my shit. You know, I gave you your shit. You stay over there. This is mine. Don't look at it. Don't come over here. I mean it. You know what I mean? Like I gave him $200 assortment, street value, $100, you know, from the source. And I was like, don't you touch my shit. You know, give me a couple hours alone with it. I'll feel a little guilty. I'll hand you a Roman candle. But give me back off, bro. This is my shit. It's my stash. You didn't do what I did to get this. You don't know. Anyways, they're 12. They don't understand. Hi, boo. Come here. Yeah, just leave it open. No. Hang on. I should give her some treats. Pause. And we're back. Okay. So Wilmington, we had a train boo. We had to do a little break. I give her treats when she comes in because this bitch has been running these streets 3 nights in a row and we can't sleep. And we're like, where's our cat? And it's affecting us. Anyways, we locked her up for 4 or 5 days and I feel bad, but it appeared to have worked. She's gone in and out like 6 times already today. And I give her treats every time she comes back. It's like when you come home, you get good. I can't beat her. She's this big. I don't think it works on cats, only dogs. And you don't beat them. You just whack them on the nose with a newspaper. Oh, you can't do that. Okay, it's my dog. It's a newspaper. It's just it's like just flicking a kid. Like, hey, knock it off. Don't bruise the kid, but say, hey, leave that cat alone. You know, my Mila just tortures my cat. I don't flick her. Anyways, we're getting... I'll stop talking. I'm done. Back to Wilmington. I brought the most insane amount of fireworks. And on that block, it was nothing.
Yeah.
It was nothing. It wasn't nothing, but I was just like, I can't compete with this. The guys down the block only had grand finales. Grand finales only. You understand what I'm saying? Those things are $300 to $500 each.
Yeah.
They're 100 at bare minimum 150 shots all the way to 500 shots of mortar, and that's all they had. That's it. I took a picture of it. I'll send it to you right here, and it's all on my gram. If you listen to this, you probably saw me on the 4th on my stories, and it was insane. I was just like, I can't compete with that. I brought the biggest, baddest shit on the block, and then I look down the street, I'm like, oh, I can't compete with the Mexican mafia. What are they doing down there? They just like I was throwing packs of firecrackers. They're just throwing grand finale boxes out there. I'm just like, what? It's so cool though. It was just so fun. The 4th of July just brings me joy, man. It just does. So if you know what brings you joy, lean into that shit. I probably blew more money than I should. I thought I'd recoup a little bit more. Well, if you count the knife, I did all right. But I spent like $700. But I still have an arsenal. Yeah. That's like 2 years supply. I didn't mean for that to happen. Everyone was tired. We're tired. I was tired. I was like, man, I'm tired. I can't believe I'm doing this, but call it, guys. And, if you deduct the knife, $450. Which I never would. I'm not I'm not there yet to spend that on a fucking knife.
Yeah.
But I am. I'll trade some fireworks. And I have supplies for next year, so I don't have to break the law. Well, to a certain extent. It's man's law. Ain't no God's law. That's what I should make a shirt. Fuck man's law. We roll by God's law around here. I didn't see no Bible saying thou shalt not light off a Roman candle. Did you see that shit? I didn't see it. So back off, copper. Back off. This is America. I'm a patriot. A bunch of Mexican Americans celebrating American. You got a problem, cock bitch? That's right. Man, what a day. Okay. I don't know, Chris. I don't think we're going to get a Patreon after this.
Yeah, I was wondering.
We'll get back. We'll get back hard. Oh, that little fucker. Oh, I also learned some lessons about fireworks. I bought a big old 17-shot, like, grand finale cake, and I brought a little small triangle 9-shot cake. And the 9-shot was way better for the money. Mm-hmm. It was way cheaper. And then I bought these big fat cock Roman candles, you know. And I bought a bunch of little ones. And the little ones were way better than the big ones. The big ones was 5 shots, and the little one was 10 shots. It was like rapid fire. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why am I spending money on this bigger, better? It was. Anyways, you don't always have to go bigger. It's how you wiggle your worm, ladies. It's how big is the yeah. To my surprise, I was like, I was buying these big old suckers. And still, my favorite is those little square boxes of bottle rocket heads. Mm-hmm. That's what that giant American flag one was. Wow. Now that's a grand finale. Did you know what I was doing right there? I farted.
I don't think it was audible, but
It wasn't.
you could tell from the video, I think.
I'm not wearing any underwear.
You should have got the warranty on the couch.
I know. Nobody burnt their hands. Well, my mom, her leg doesn't count. See that firecracker?
That one might have been.
What is going on here? Oh no. Whoa, what's that smell? I ate 2 cheeseburgers and a hot dog. Sorry, I have to confirm. Tomorrow at 9:10 a.m. I have to take a call for a radio show to promote my Portland, Oregon show. And I will be at the airport. But we gotta do it. I'm gonna call in the radio. I don't give a shit. Hold on, American Airlines. I'm on Hot 91.2. Hold your horses. I gotta promote my shows. I don't want to brag, but it ain't sold out yet, so we gotta do radio.
Have you done that before?
I definitely have done morning radio. I was trying to think if it was on my own. It was always with someone. I was opening. But I've done it a bunch. I was supposed to be on NBC, a morning local Nashville, to promote my Zany's Nashville show. And then they didn't. They booked me and scheduled it, and then they never answered my call. They're like, all right, we'll see you, Monday at noon on Zoom to promote the shows. I was like, cool. And I was just like, 11:45. I haven't gotten the Zoom link. Hey, guys. Hey. Are you there? No, they weren't. Never got back to me. That would have been my big morning television debut.
Yeah.
but they canceled on me. Did I talk about my Los Angeles show getting canceled
Yeah.
due to low ticket sales?
Yep.
Okay. I should have lied. A pipe burst. The Washington D one was a maintenance building. I'm always honest. You know, I ain't going to be like, I had diarrhea. No. Low ticket sales.
That wouldn't stop you.
I did it. Yeah, exactly. I would be spraying on stage. Still, Nate heard best poop story I've ever heard in my life. The guy diarrheaed on stage. What? I think I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Playing with fire here.
Oh. You guys. I'm farting, audible listeners, and kicking my high heel in the air. Yes, I'm wearing a high heel. Tune into YouTube to see what kind. Sucker. Yeah, I don't have much left to say and my tummy hurts, so I don't know what to do here. You gotta help me.
You want to tell the Adam Mockett story?
Oh, yeah.
And then call it? We're pretty good. We're almost an hour here.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I could pull this story off.
we could take a break too.
No breaks. I need a new poop story. Oh, sorry, Mike. I said sorry, Mike, to the microphone. Adam Mocken and I were in, this is high school, maybe a year out. We were best of buds. And he stayed with me as long as he could until, you know, when someone's going that dark, you just got to let go. You can't go down with them. Anyways, my dad was dating this crazy lady. What a shocker, because he's crazy. A crazy motherfucker and a crazy lady. And this lady was OCD about her stuff. She had, and I was a shithead. I was a fuckface. And so she had all these little precious moments, like figurines in a glass case. It was dusted. They all had their little place. And then, but she was like an obnoxious lady. Like I wasn't even looking at her figurines. I wasn't touching them, nothing. She's like, oh, don't touch this. So what does that make me want to do? Oh, yeah, I'm going to fuck with you, lady. I wasn't even looking in that direction, but now you don't think I'm playing checkers with your little shit? You don't think this is a chessboard? Checkmate. And she would go to Costco and buy like shit in bulk. And she was like, had like 19 boxes of tissue. And I knew she knew how many, so I'd take one. And then she'd yell at my dad, your son took one of my tissue boxes. It's like, no, I didn't. What are you talking about? Just wipe my nose with the tissue. And I know. What? She's crazy, Dad. She started it. She had hairy legs. And loudest lady I ever knew. I'm not naming her. I'm learning lessons. That's fucked up. Just kidding. And then, this was, she was cool. We fought a lot. This is one of the nice things she did, but her dad was like high up in the NASCAR, hot rod, like those funny cars that go 0 to 300 and just blast thunder. And you're just like, oh, you have to wear earplugs or you go deaf. So this wasn't NASCAR. Sorry. I don't follow that world. I believe it's not Formula One. It's drag racing. It's just called drag racing. And then her dad's, is big in that world, and he has box seats and this and 3-day passes, VIP shit. And so they give us 3-day passes, VIP shit. And me and Adam are just visiting, and we go, and it was the coolest shit ever, but we're not like diehard fans. So it was this 3-day, like super expensive VIP, all access pass to everything. And then we were leaving, and we were just like, we're not going to come back. And we're like, it's a shame to waste these, we should try to sell them. We're like high school kids, we're poor, and I was like, yeah, like everyone wins. It's $300 ticket. We'll just say like, hey, $50, and we get 50, and that guy's world's made. So I pawn them off to some dude, and everybody wins. We get like $50 each. He gets two $300 passes, $600 worth of tickets. One day's done regardless. And then all of a sudden we go in Adam's car, and he goes to start it, and it's dead. And we're like, oh, no. And then we have to call my dad and his girlfriend. They come to give us a jump. And then as they're jumping us, they go, hey, those those all-access VIP passes? Are you coming back? And then they're like, if you're not coming back, give them back. We got some friends that want to use them, you know. I'll. And then just give them to us. We'll hold on to them. So if you come back tomorrow, you just get them, and then we'll have them,
Mm-hmm.
And then I just froze. And we're just like, and then Adam's like, do something. And I used to play dead whenever there was trouble throughout with drugs. My friends hated me because we were always smoking weed at my house. My mom would come home, and this poor lady, and she'd be like, just yelling at us, what are you doing? And then I would just be like, and then I wouldn't answer, and then she'd yell at me, and I wouldn't register an answer, just play dead, and then she'd go to a friend. I'm like, yeah. She'd yell at my buddy Mike B or Travis or some shit, and I'm just like, dude, I'm sorry. And they're like, Craig, you gotta stop doing that. She just ends up looking at us. I was like, I know. That's the plan. Think I want that heat? Think I want to deal with that? It's just weed. Anyways. So I played dead, and then she asked me again, and then I played dead again, and I'm two, and then the third one, she's like, hey, and I'm like, oh, fuck, it's not working, and then Adam is like, dude, like, come on, because he didn't want to say it, and
right.
I was like, dude, we sold it to some guy. I thought we were leaving, we weren't coming back, and then she was so pissed. And I get it, but it was nobody's fault. It's like we weren't coming back. They were literally going to go hang on my doorknob or go in the trash. You should have took them sooner, lady.
And they were given to you so that you could go all 3 days, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I still felt bad, though. It's like, oh, that really expensive, awesome gift you gave me, I sold it to a stranger for a fraction of the price. Made his world, though. He was with his girl or his wife. He was like, hell yeah, babe, look at this shit. Probably just saw them in there, just not belonging, with the rich people. They got tater tots. That's fucked up. I'm judging a book by its cover, but it was excitement. You could tell they were just like, I would never buy these.
Yeah.
But I will right now. Anyways, moral of the story, when you're in trouble, play dead. Most of the time it works. With the cops too, play dead. Shut your mouth. Call your lawyer. Do you light those off? You selling fireworks on a merch table at a comedy show and put it on Instagram? No, sir. Just pick a spot and stare at it. They think you're stuck. It's been working my whole life, but sometimes I am stuck. I zone out. My buddies make jokes. They say I'm time traveling. I've told you this, but it's just so funny. It's such an ongoing bit constantly. Look, he's time traveling again. I'm like, God damn it. I can hear it, but I can't snap out of it right away. I'm like, ugh, I'm back. They're like, where are you at? You in Nam? You in Nam again, huh? Like, no, that was my uncle. Anyways, everybody, I love you all. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my shit. Click that alert button. It helps me with the algorithms. I say stuff and they shadow ban me. They don't like what I say. It sounds crazy, but it's happening. Weird. Anyways, click it, like it, subscribe it, share it. I love you all. You guys are awesome. Remember, fuck man's law. We were on by God's law. I love you all. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. God bless you all. Stay up. Keep it positive. Whew. Go to nature if you're struggling. I'm serious. Lay on that earth. Make love to a woman. You ain't got game. Go buy one. You can't do that. I'm just kidding. If you like dudes, I mean, if you're a dude and you ain't getting laid by dudes, God help you. You're toast. I don't know how you fuck that up. If you're a lesbian, I've never been in that world, but I think you're doing all right over there. They seem to know. They seem to know how to get to come town. You know. You know what I mean. I don't know. I don't know. just click the subscribe alert button, cause I'm toast. Peace.